And certainly in the case of East Central St. Catherine, we were able to employ over 700 persons on that project. And we are looking forward to phase 2, when we'll be able to do far more work in the constituency, but also to triple the numbers of persons who would be employed on a temporary basis. I'm certain that much has been said in terms of projects that are to come, and I would only want to say that Portmore is poised to take off in a very significant way, and that there are a number of opportunities that are going to arise. Some of them at the national level have to do with the expansion of the Kingston Container Terminal and also the build-out of the Fort Augusta facility. Those contracts have been signed, and we look forward to mobilization taking place in the latter part of this year. So what I'd want to say to the residents of Portmore is that you have to put yourself in a position where you can actually access the opportunities that are to come, because rather than being a dormitory community, what you may find is that persons outside are going to seek to take and capitalize on these opportunities that are coming. So for all of us who live in Portmore, we are to be forewarned is to be forearmed. So I want to bring you warm and cordial greetings from East Central St. Catherine. We have a very packed period of celebration that is going to take place. And from my vantage point, the Minister of Youth and Culture and her team has outlined the activities that are going to be taking place to mark Jamaica 50th celebration. And for the month of July, there's an event marking it every day leading up to the 6th. And Portmore is not to be left out. You have in your hands a copy of the schedule of activities that are planned to mark Jamaica 50. And my job would be to encourage everyone to participate in these activities, because it is very important that we participate in the commemoration of our 50th, even more so as we reflect and look at the way forward and how we would like to see Jamaica in the next 50 years. Certainly in the next 18 years, based on Vision 2030, the plan is for Jamaica to be a first world or a developed country by that time. And I'm hoping that we will be able to stick to those targets. I want to commend everyone who has taken the time out to come to this town hall meeting, because the participation is very important in terms of deepening and strengthening our democratic tradition. And Portmore has led the way in terms of local government autonomy. And I just want, when you return home, to share with your family and friends the information that you would have had here, and the fact that they need to attend these civic functions so that they can know what is happening in their community, so that they can share their perspective and share their suggestions, so that we can take those into account when we are making policy statements. I, in closing, would just like to beg your pardon if I have to slip out, because I have 2 more events that I have to attend before the night is out. But it's a pleasure to be here. Good to see you, and all the best as we celebrate Jamaica 50. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Minister. Council, and a son of the soil, I might say, is here with us and is going to be bringing us greetings. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Honorable Collin Fagon.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Worship Mayor George Lee, Mayor of Portmore, Manager of the Social Development Commission for St. Catharines, Sir Baldwin Mackenzie, my colleague, Member of Parliament and State Minister Arnold Brown, Deputy Mayor Leon Thomas, all the councillors at their table, Citizens Association presidents and their executives, citizens, constituents, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very pleased to be here this afternoon to bring you greetings. And the Community Forum first 100 days here in Portmore. I have long come to recognize that the Portmore model, which was established under the People's National Party government, is the model that we want to show to the world that it can work. I think it got a setback somewhat over the last 4 or 5 years. But we are now, as a government, committed to ensure that this model works. The government is so committed to local government that it has removed it from being a department in the office of the Prime Minister to a ministry of local government and community development. And I'm very happy that Mr. Mackenzie is here from the SDC, because the SDC has a very serious role to play as we move forward with this model here in Portmore. This is the only local government authority that has a directly elected mayor in this part of the world. And so, as a people, here in Portmore, where we advocated and worked hard to ensure that we had this model, we have to be very sure that we continue to prove to the world that we are serious. Over the last couple of months, from my own constituency, we have been involved in a number of programs. And we want to thank the Prime Minister for the program JEEP, where on a short-term basis, some 300 persons were employed in the constituency, mainly to do work based on collapsed drains that we have, in particular Waterford, Edgewater, and to a lesser extent, Bridgeport. So you would have seen guardrails on the Port Henderson Road. That was part of the program. Those persons who would have seen the cleaning up of the Waterford community to remove debris and so on from the open spaces, that was also part of the program. You would have seen a renewed spirit in community development across the constituency. That was the first phase. And another phase is coming, where we're going to be inviting our citizens groups and organizations to ensure that they make some kind of representation in respect to projects that they would like to see. One of the biggest problems facing the constituency has to do with the sewage system. Sewage system here at Independence City. In fact, we recognize that raw sewage is going into the canals. And as long as I've been member of parliament, I've been agitating and talking about it. And I'm pleased to advise you that the National Water Commission has now decided to act. And of course, procurement is taking place now to ensure that we can have contractors to start decommissioning this disposal waste system in order to connect to Soapberry. This is going to be a process, and so it's not going to happen overnight. But we are anticipating that the schedule that has been established will take us into about 18 months. So I'm looking forward to that, and all of us here in Southeast St. Catherine is looking forward to the connection of the wastewater treatment plant in Independence City and Bridgeport to Soapberry. And I won't spend much more time other than to say to you that we recognize that unemployment is a serious problem. And like the member from East Central, we are anticipating that the port will be expanding its facility, and we will be benefiting greatly from the employment that will be generated in that area. Also, not far from here, the Caymanas zone, business zone, we are expecting that we can benefit from employment in that area. So we have much to talk about. I know that the mayor don't want to steal his thunder, but he has done a lot of work in respect to those work that will help to generate employment in the constituencies across Portmore. And Arnold spoke about his school and so on. So I'm almost sure that skilled labor will be needed across the constituency. And Fitz will tell you from time to time that it's just a thin line that separates our communities. And so we cross border from time to time. Just to say that, in closing, that the municipality and the council as it is being looked at by the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development with a view to make those corrections that we would have missed out on when we gave birth to the thought and when we had looked at how the municipality should be operated. We have come to recognize that there are some matters that we'll have to address. And so, even though a review of the municipality was done, we have asked the SDC to come in now and talk to the stakeholders with a view for those recommendations that will go forward in respect to the changes that we'll make. There are some areas that we'll need to look at. We need to look at the PCAC and the reconstitution in order to widen the representation in the municipality. The amendments of the Municipal Act, which remove current anomalies, including limitations to the authority of the mayor. We also have to engage the stakeholders in respect of the completion of the Sustainable Development Plan. That's a Portmore Sustainable Development Plan. So in so doing, we have had review meetings of some 13 communities in the municipality. development of an enhanced public awareness program. That's what we're doing now. And we intend to update of the organizational structure of the Portmore Municipal Council. We're also looking at the selection of the Portmore municipality as a pilot in the local economic development program, and also to the sustainable development planning process through data collection, community planning, and multi-sectorial consultation. So we have plans for the municipality, and we are working closely with the councillors and the administration so that this model here in Portmore can be the model of choice where other communities will want to follow. Later on, at some other time when I get a chance to address you, I was only asked to bring your greetings. But some other time, I will tell you where we're going with local government, what we're talking, what we're going to be doing with town centers, some of the areas that we're looking at, Papine, Spanish Town, Old Harbor, and so on. But in the meantime, just want to say to you that I want to commend the municipality and to say that the members here are persons we talk to from time to time. We trust that we can find a way, Mr. Mackenzie, to get other persons involved in a way that the kind of information that we want to disseminate across the constituencies in Portmore, we'll have little or no problem selling the ideas. Again, I want to bring you warm and sincere greetings and trust that we have a very good time here tonight.
Suggestions, possibly some solutions, and even commendations that you might wish to give. There's another function that is going on as we speak that is called our Council of Members of Parliament. We are happy for the ones who are still with us, but don't be surprised if some of them will have to leave us further. So we ask for your understanding. Thank you very much. Go ahead, you're here. Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Just your, the people have questions that ask me to say thanks to our mayor, councillor, for what has been done in a part of Westchester. The Jeep has not reached there fully, but the drain that has never been cleaned for 30 years. 30 long years. We have been making representation from the association, and thanks to you, the drain has been cleaned, and the citizens in that area with us have asked me to tell you thanks, Mr. Mayor, and we were with you. Thank you.
As you can see, I'm visually impaired, and I'm happy about that too. My point is, I would like to know, if you take a good look in the communities about, I'm looking at the disabled person. Okay, not hearing. Sorry about that. Put the mic. Talk more? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just saying to take a good look in the communities where the councillors and the MPs are. Remember, you have a lot of disabled people living here. Persons with disabilities. We too need jobs. We have our skills. We may not say to people, but we do have our skills. So we need you people to involve us in what you are doing. And there's another point. The deaf persons wanted to come here since tonight, but don't want to interpret for them. So please, next time, try to get someone to interpret for them. That they can participate. But we want to take part in everything that goes. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Protocol observed. I'm happy that Mr. Fagon is taking I came here because I heard Minister Arscott would have been here. And this is on my councillor, Claude Hamilton. Why is it that I am a resident of Portmore Pines and my councillor is sitting in Spanish Town, and where election has passed, we have been hearing and talking to our MP and all of that, and we still are not hearing exactly what should be happening. If there's going to be another election or something else, we need to know as residents. 2, the Portmore Pines Citizens Association is all for the activities that we have scheduled here. And as a community, we are having, every year we have an Emancipation Day fair. And this year is no different. So as a community, we will be displaying a walk down memory lane on August 1 as well. So everyone here is invited to attend. My disappointment with Portmore residents, we put our representative here and we ought to follow them, hear what they are saying, see what they're doing and make our contribution. So those of us who are here as Citizens Association presidents, we need to mobilize our residents so that they can hear what is here for them and take me a little task if he says something and it is not so. But they cannot be at home and then they're quarreling that nothing is happening. So let us try to mobilize them as well so that even in the celebration of our Jubilee, we can start from here and let everybody knows what's happening in Portmore. Thank you.
Okay, let me answer like this. The councillors in the 2 divisions, and in particular the division which you speak, when the realignment was done for central government, for those the elections were called on the old boundaries. Now, that is something that will have to be corrected. It is no fault of this administration. But Portmore will have to get signatures. That they want to have this grouping on the new Portmore or on Portmore. I believe that the municipality, the mayor who is the chairman, is actively involved in making that happen. As soon as that
or to rent areas in and out development plan. Tech that is looking at areas in certain communities in which it can be zoned, that there are areas where people can operate, and therefore in residential areas cut down or eliminate illegal business.
As for Portmore, and I share that same view. Says his dreams are. Reason for that, I see Portmore as one community with many districts. And I hope all of us see Portmore in the same manner. I have a little concern though that when it comes to working, we kind of separate ourselves in all the councillors in Portmore and all the MPs of I think what we should do to prevent outsiders from coming into Portmore to capture everything in Portmore is to look first for all the various categories and try to fill them from Portmore residents first. I'm sure if we do that, and our community will
for the fact that the I-95 have been cleaned. However, we are concerned. There. Last year, because of some communication in the process, one of the post fellow, bro fellow, has not been released, and it is not here that they have the problem with destruction of cars. So we're asking that the relevant persons assist us that so, what I would like to see something and I believe we know that there is a need for skill training. I would like to see the municipality put in line skill training program. I
I live into the hands of the councillors and
when you do your plans, please ensure that you incorporate the same community. I was sitting here, I got a text on my phone to another who had no interest in therapy. As we approach the hurricane season, I am not hearing of any arrangement for these persons to be but I just want to urge you please to look, please look within our and listen to persons with disabilities. These persons are who they come what is happening as it relates to development for us? I mean, we're
Your Worship, I am very pleased to see the cleaning of the drains. I just would like for you to tell us in Free West where you have reached with that main drain. I noticed that a little cleaning took place north of the bridge, but the problem is south of the bridge. And I fear that this is so I really like the people whom I represent as to
in respect of the big tree, I was just analyzing it. It was just Tuesday morning at the infrastructure committee meeting and parliament, and I spoke to Mr. Eaton Hunter about it. Because the truth of the matter is that drain is outside of the and local authority for this. I've been having discussion with Minister Davis. He was reluctant to come. I invited him to come on a tour of the drain. He was reluctant to come before the budget. Now that has passed, I'm arranging for him and his team together with Minister Pickersgill, because NWC also contribute to that rapid growth in the area. with running off the water and the drain. It's something that I'm very uncomfortable with because I know when two east, three west, four west, and to a lesser extent, three east on that side. Mainly the ones to the western end are more readily affected by flood rains. And we know the problem with the sewage. When those are flooded out, the sewage in the toilets and so can't flood. So, President, is something that I'm trying to get some. Economical to try to clean that drain and to identify projects throughout the constituency for the 4th division. And in the Elsha division where you are President Israel, the Elsha Community Center is the one that has been done. And let me say this quite frankly, ladies and gentlemen, in discussion with the councillor, I've made it quite clear. Whatever monies that are being expended, we have to get the biggest. Can last longer. I told them quite frankly, just identify some projects we can work on that's labor intensive, but it can have long-term benefit to the community. So the bottom line is that a lot of areas are going to be done under the G program. But whatever we spend, they're going to have long-term benefit.
About 95%. We have a few around. I just said about some 4 yards. I try to set achievements. President Israel, who is the one that is being done. And the El Shakur is the champions and gentlemen. In the, I mean, quite careful. Yes, it's not about it, because I said when I get married, because it's very close, I work. We can't do it everywhere. We can't do that. 1, 2. While our monies are being expended, we have to get the biggest vaccine. They're spending for now. But the benefits from the expenditure can last longer. And so I told them quite frankly, let us identify some projects we can work on as labor intensive, but it can have long-term benefit to the community. So the bottom line is that a lot of areas are going to be done on the G program. But whatever we spend, they're going to have longer lasting benefit to the communities that the projects are existing in. And secondly, you might have heard Minister Davis, who is in charge of the G program, and I was in Parliament. This phase of it don't mean that the G not everywhere in the first round. I can't dollars.
My thanks and gratitude to the council. More so than the work I've made in my council from what division and the work they have achieved over this